To see the national media react to the well-predicted Democratic wins in Democratic areas this past Tuesday was like watching a cancer patient hear she's in remission. This was the light they had been searching for since their diagnosis on November 9, 2016. Anyone with the thinnest knowledge about politics knew that Democrats would almost certainly win the governor races in New Jersey and Virginia, and that they were likely to win the mayoral race in Charlotte, NC. Both of Virginia's U.S. senators are Democrats, and the state voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016 and for Barack Obama in 2012 and 2008. The same goes for New Jersey, and though the state has had a Republican governor for 2 terms, it's the long-obsolete Chris Christie, whose approval this summer was as low as 15%. Charlotte hasn't had a Republican mayor since 2009. The last 5 have all been Democrats. The media toasted to these victories the way a child might cheer after bowling a strike aided by gutter bumpers. Hope arrives in Virginia, Andrew Sullivan, apparently not dead yet, wrote Friday in New York Magazine. "You probably felt the same thing I did last Tuesday night," he said. A euphoric whiplash as deepening dread turns suddenly into a wave of intense relief in the off-year results from Virginia. "I'm still riding it. I hope you are too." Liberal New York Times columnist Charles Blow, America's worst writer, said that the outcome of Democrats winning in safe Democratic places was definitive proof that the party shouldn't shy away from identity politics. Tuesday night's election results, he said, were a major shot in the arm for the anti-Donald Trump resistance and a major slap in the face for all the Democrats who caterwauled last November about how the party had focused too much on courting women and minorities and ignored angry white men. A celebrity businessman with no governing experience upended the political landscape in large part by intuiting that Americans were desperate for a way out of the suffocating identity politics and politically correct atmosphere foisted on them by Washington and the media. But Democratic wins in liberal precincts is a bold sign for Blow that President Trump's victory was a fluke and that we should all get back to the real business of force-feeding lessons in white privilege to the country's unassuming working class. Virginia is densely populated in the areas just outside of Washington, D.C., one of the most liberal cities in the U.S., and that plays a huge factor in any of its statewide elections. Viewing any of those races as a reflection of what the country is doing at large is like watching a single segment of Chris Christie's analysis on CNN and concluding that all political commentators must have whiny little voices. And yet that's how MSNBC's Joe Scarborough saw it between segments, where he and his fiancée and co-host Mika Brzezinski take turns squinting at different angles into the camera.